Third and final call, done all through, 65 here, 6,600. Sold your way, $6,500.
If you had any doubts that fentanyl is not spreading throughout the US, I think the prices that these machines are going for is a prime example of why I think that drugs may be related. What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel where I talk and do everything pinball. So if that sounds interesting to you, then hit that subscribe button down below. I am currently drinking Dead Guy Ale Rogue. This is also one of my favorites. I will be drinking this. I haven't had a lot. I've had enough. So currently going on as we speak, oh my god, RoboCop Data East, right, 6,500? What? So, the Pinball Museum in Banning, California is auctioning off their entire collection, and supposedly it could reach a total of $7 million for all of their items, combined, obviously. So I have taken the liberty of grabbing everything that they had at that point in time. They are still selling, so this number has obviously changed. But since I collected the data, they have already fetched over $1 million with 336 items auctioned off. That is averaging at least $3,000 per item. I've also gone through and just kind of highlighted certain games where I really was just like, really? So for instance, I just happen to notice that a lot of these games that I'm highlighting just happen to be Gottlieb System 3's, Gottlieb, did I say that right? Gottlieb System 3's, so their premier selection. And so Waterworld sold for $4,900. Now, granted, these machines are more than likely in probably pretty damn good condition. They kept on stating that in great condition and they're rare. But if you've ever been to a pinball/arcade auction, then you damn well know that the auctioneers are always going to be talking up these items and making them sound much more rare and valuable than they actually are. I used to go to these auctions quite often whenever they would show up once every other month or two here in Texas around me. And like I said, I used to go to them. I would buy games from them as well. But it wasn't until the last time I started going, which was probably a couple of years ago, I noticed that the shill bids and buybacks were happening much more often, and I literally just kind of lost interest. I'm like, no, this is... It's not even interesting, and I'm not excited about it anymore. I lost complete interest because, like I said, you had a bunch of people that were just shill bidding stuff up, and you had the people that were just buying their games back. I'm like, if you are not getting the money that you want, put a reserve on it, sell it online, and request what you want to get out of it. Don't go through all the effort in bringing it to an auction and then shilling the shit out of it in hopes that you're going to get what you want. I digress.
Third and final call, done all through. Sold your way, $5,000.
$5,000 for a Lethal Weapon 3. Waterworld, $4,900. And I must add also that this does not include the 25% buyer's fee that's going to be on top of all these prices that I'm saying. Goodness gracious, these prices are crazy. Wow. So, when you see Hollywood Heat for $3,500, it's like, what? Rocky Pinball was $10,000. Man, Raven Pinball, guys, $2,400. You could almost not even pay me to own that game, and it sold for $2,400 without the buyer's fee. Obviously. So one of the ugliest games ever is finally reached a point to where it's over $2,000. Barbed wire, $3,600. You don't see barbed wire very often, so I'm kind of like, okay, I'm not too like, it's still not a great game, but it's just not, you don't see it very often. But then you have Rescue 911 that sold for $3,700. What? Oh my God. That's where I'm just like, but then it gets even better because then you have Street Fighter 2 for $4,800. What? I'm like, I love Street Fighter 2, the game. And then when I see the pinball machine that has one of the worst art packages ever, they just like completely hand Chun-Li does not look like Chun-Li, Ken does not look like Ken, whatever. Still, $4,800 for a Street Fighter 2. Freddy's Nightmare on Elm Street, $5,800. I still remember when I purchased that game for the first time. I got it for $600. Now, granted, there was dirt daubers nests all in it, but still, the fact remains is I was able to purchase the game, get it cleaned up, and yeah. And the game was around the, I'd say, $2,000 to $2,500 mark whenever I sold it. That's what it averaged out. Then you have Stargate, $5,300. That's right, guys. Someone just spent $5,300 plus buyer's fee to have a game that's going to consistently and repetitively keep telling you to shoot up the middle.
$6,200 one time. So it's your way, $6,100.
Well, at least it comes with a manual, but I don't see it still being $6,100 before the buyer's fee. I had to keep stressing that, but you paid $6,100 for something that you're gonna get to hear, have to fight, have to crow. Oh, you're gonna hear that so often, and I want you to remember how much you spent for that game too. And then they've done a whole bunch of like arcade pricings and everything, and I'm not as savvy on the arcade game prices as I am on the pinball prices, but it looks like a lot of those are selling for quite a bit of money as well. And I've been watching it here, what's going on here, and by all means I'm going to be interjecting on certain games for the pricing that I'm seeing, and it's just funny to see certain games sell for what they're selling for. So like for instance, like my Last Action Hero, I'm like, okay, so you have what would they consider a really good condition, you know, Last Action Hero, and it sold for that much, where I'm like, what the hell can I get for mine? And that's what the problem is, I think, with this, is that you're going to have a lot of people that think because the price is sold for this much at this auction, therefore, their machine must be worth that too. But that's just not the case. So I feel like this is really going to mess with the market a little bit, because you're going to have people that think because it's sold at auction for X amount of dollars, and therefore theirs is worth the same amount. And I don't know if there's any kind of shill bidding going on for this auction or anything like that. There could be. I just haven't bothered to care to investigate, to watch the internet bidders numbers to see if there's any kind of correlation or anything like that, because I honestly don't care. I'm hoping that everybody that's buying these games for these ridiculously bloated prices gets what they want and they're happy. If you spend your money, you get something that you want, congratulations. Just know you spent way too much money for what you're getting. Especially for some of these games. I mean, really? Rescue 911, huh? Now they're about to get into their EM selection, which I'm gonna see what the prices look like in there. I would like to hope that the EMs should sell for a good amount cheaper, but who knows? I mean, there's not really much else to say about this. I just wanted to share this with you guys out there. I will put a link in the description down below. Of course, by the time you probably click on the link, the auction may not be going anymore, but you should still be able to see what the games sold for in their little Rolodex right there. This is basically going on this weekend, I believe today, and then it's going to be going on again on like the 24th through the 26th, I believe, because there's a lot of games and a lot of things to sell there. Like they're only on like item 360 some odd machine out of what, 1,200 or 1,300 items. So they still got a while to go before they get through all of their stuff. So how do you feel about the prices that you are seeing that these games are going for? Like I said, obviously this is going to affect the market in some way, but I don't think it's going to make a really deep impact on the market, but it definitely will do something more than likely negatively to those of us out there that like to pay a fair price for games. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If you've liked what you've seen here, maybe not the pricing, but give me the thumbs up. That really helps out the channel, and by all means, be sure to hit the subscribe button, ding my dong. That way you can be notified of whenever I upload something for your viewing pleasure. And until next time, guys, peace out.
Sold you away $7,300.
$7,300 for a Data East Turtles? I'm done. Whatever.